no one can manipulate you. When you're using your psychic energy to unequivocally see the unseen, you know the true purpose and the true means. And when one knows the real, they don't put trust in appearances. But we live in a society that has taught us, advocated, promoted, dictated, directed, suggested that we keep up appearances. And as long as we keep up these appearances, we're operating from our false self and not from our real self. And the false self, it gives up control of the psychic energy, the psychic ability, the psychic levels of thought coming into manifestation to assure happiness and health in your creation. It gives up that control to the unknown forces, to the dark forces that seek to eradicate, desecrate, and annihilate your spiritual state. Trust this. Understand this is no joke. They're going to constantly try to keep, their foot on your throat, suffocating your true inner abilities. And here we are going through the ascension. We have been granted the entrance to the fifth dimension from the third dimension. And we're sleeping. We're sleeping. We're still allowing someone to control the thoughts we create. We're still allowing someone to control our psychic energy. We're still allowing someone to dictate our health and happiness. We got to wake up. We got to wake up. This no joke. You got to take control of your own psychic ability. Every thought attracts both, animated people and inanimated objects. It's going to attract it in your life. So if your psychic wires have been crossed and you're thinking the wrong thoughts, the people that you're going to attract, the inanimated objects that you're going to attract in your life are going to be devices to take you out without a doubt. And when you are psychically creating this in your life, the only thing you are constantly doing is causing ill will, dis-ease, depression, unhappiness, manic states where you can't create, you can't elevate. You take part in the annihilation and the desecration of your spiritual orientation. Wake up. Our ancient ancestors said everything in life has a metaphysic purpose. Everything in life. Everything that has life, animate and inanimate, has a metaphysic purpose to its genetic biological makeup, foundation, structure, orientation. So the key unequivocally is to study metaphysics. And don't study the hoodwink, bamboozled science of metaphysics. Search and seek within and study the real. Study the real. Before you open up any book, before you go to seek any book, go into deep stages of meditation. Learn how to block out all of the clutter, all of the sounds, the radio waves, the TV waves, and every kind of other wave that they got coming into your brain, triggering your thought process, creating your thoughts, creating your psychic energy and your psychic ability and your physical reality. Because your psychic is the cause and the effect is the physical reality of what you created in the unseen psychically. Trust it. Know it to be. Do the research on your own. Do the research on your own so you know, without a doubt, that this is what I'm truly talking about and this is the truth. The abiding truth unequivocally. Let's take back control. Let's take back control of our own psychic ability. If we don't, it's a wrap. Remember, we are ascending. We have been granted the right to go from the third dimension into the fifth dimension. Granted the right. So if we're unaware of what we're doing, we're done. We are done. Every thought that you think is going to become an unequivocal reality, without a doubt, because your psychic energy is designed to make that be. So you got to be watchful of what you say and what you do. You got to be watchful of what you allow in your psychic fields, because it's going to create your state. And we have been programmed to be psychically damaged and negative. We have been programmed to speak words in the unseen that come back in the scene that will harm, destroy, and eradicate our true spiritual state. So what do we do then? How do we overcome this adversity? How do we take back control of our psychic abilities? How do we operate our own psychic mechanisms so that they are not assuring the desecration and annihilation and perpetration and deviation of our spiritual orientation? How do we do this? The key is meditation, because meditation teaches you to go within. And in this time of ascension, it is of the utmost vital importance to go within. Every morning, every evening, go deeper within with your meditation skills. When you wake up in the morning, discipline yourself to let that meditation state be all through your day. Don't let it break. And that meditation state is going within and not allowing exterior sounds, exterior people, exterior animated and inanimated objects to pull you outside of yourself. Once you got pulled outside of yourself, you're back in that contained illusion. And you better unequivocally believe it's going to be on and popping. The attack is going to be on and popping. And it's going to try to make up for the time that you cleared that, saturation of perpetration and deviation of psychic energy out of your mind. Trust it. Know it to be by putting it into practical application for yourself. Try it. Apply it. And you'll unequivocally know. Because of the truth is going to vibrate in your heart, mind, and soul. It's time for change. No, it ain't time for no change. Change ain't nothing but an illusion. It's time for transformation. Kepara, Ptah, by Amun-Ra. We'll get into the whole definition of those at another time, but trust this, it means transform your inner abilities by the universal mind, so you are inclined to be ultimately spiritually divine, to activate your infinite power.